Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to Mindful Notes TV. And today I'm coming to you with another smoke blend. Smoke blend, as I explained in my first videos, have been a intricate part in me connecting with my inner self. It's been an intricate part in connecting with nature and seeing things a little bit different. And honestly, this altering my state of mind, allowing me to, get to know myself. So today's recipe is about harmony and balance. These last couple years, coupled with dealing with deep inner things, shadow work, that's what they call it, has me understanding that I really need to check out of the hustle and bustle of societal life. So with that being said, I'm going to tell you about all my little herbs that I have here, and yeah, and I am even going to take a toke or two on camera. Let's get started. So the first herb is holy basil. You can see that. It smells really, really good. I like to touch all of my herbs, especially when I'm working with them. It actually is for anxiety, depression, stress. It helps the body adapt to stressful situations, and a lot of the last couple of years have been up and down type things, and not necessarily with the outside world, but also within myself. Like, I'm changing, I'm growing, I'm learning more things. So sometimes that puts you in a wonky, little in and out kind of state. And I'm all about getting myself back to a balanced place. That's what this whole recipe is about. It's about balance. It helps the body detox. As you know, we need that. Flush all of that stuff out from what you eat, old emotions, old energy. All of that needs to, get on out. It actually also is very good for respiratory, cleansing phlegm and mucus out of the bronchial tubes. And yeah, so where's my bowl? So that's the first ingredient. We're gonna use holy basil, and I'm gonna use that. Next we have lemon balm. Let me tell you something. When I was trying this blend out, this is fresh from our garden. I mean, the smell, even from smoking it, on point. And the smell, just from smelling it, is definitely on point. So let me put some of this in here. I like a healthy portion of this because it just tastes so good, it smells so good, and you immediately feel this. It's a gentle nervine. It's for all of these are for anxiety, depression, overexertion, overworked, just trying to get calm the chatter down of the outside world, the inside world, just giving you a second to focus. It is it's a brain cognitive enhancer. It helps fight stress. It gently calms you down. It's an energetic balancer. No jittery and bouncing all over the place. Like I said, this is all about focusing. This is all about balance. This is all about having a moment to yourself, to collect yourself, to figure out what you want to do, where you want to go, how you want to move, how you want to create your life. Up next, we have Gatu Cola, which, yes, it's in a old thing. I always love the way this smells. It smells like your grandfather, like a man that might have had tobacco, or older man that made his own cigarettes, or did the same thing for his pipe, his own thing for his pipe. Now this I put in here because everything is mental and the mind is all. I always like to incorporate brain enhancement medicinals into my life, whether that be through tea, whether that be through tinctures, which we'll talk about in a bit, whether that be through your food. Like, I just always want things strengthening my brain and my heart. Those are the two things, excuse me, no water, that I always like to incorporate into my blends. And actually, you know what, I'm gonna put just a little bit more in there. It also balances both hemispheres of the blend. Like brain, again, what you're gonna hear throughout this whole video is gonna be about balance and harmony, and you know, all of that kind of stuff like that. And then next up we got lemongrass. I can't really smell it too much now, but it wouldn't let me grind it. I really needed to grind it, but it wouldn't let me grind it because I didn't have enough in the thing. So anyway, so I put a little lemongrass in there. Lemongrass is very calming. It has mild sedative like vibes. It has those. This whole blend is really just on some, what some would say, not today saying, like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you're doing. I don't care. You know, man, forget the job, forget the world, forget your cousin, like everybody, your man, everybody. It is very much, I'm doing my own thing. I'm doing my own thing. So yes, that's what I have, the lemongrass in here. Just want some calm. Just want some calm stuff. Just want some calm stuff. Just want some calm stuff. And next up we have passion flower. Passion flower. Passion flower is invigorating. Gives you a little zhuzh, while also curbing and calming down the rest. It's soothing. It aids in concentration, focus, and all those things. Now see, when I do this and speaking those words all at the same time with you, I'm actually putting that energy into this. I'm visualizing all of what I'm intending for this blend to be. Just visualizing being able to sit still and just be, to meditate, to create if I want to. Just all of that. Now the last little ingredient, when I was testing this out, I did not put this in it, but I decided to add some rose, because that's another thing that I like to incorporate in most of my blends, is something to loving yourself. And when I say loving yourself, sometimes I feel like when people say love yourself, and you know, I feel like sometimes people don't really understand what that means. If at the time you're being told to love yourself, that means that, and you feel like you need to do something about that, that means that you don't fully understand what it is to love yourself, because obviously you weren't doing it in the first place. So I feel like loving yourself, my definition time. Loving yourself is literally the energy that was made to create the entire universe, if that makes sense. Loving yourself is a force. Loving yourself is unseen. It is observing yourself to even know what loving yourself is. I feel like there was a point in time, like people used to hear the old timers say, how can you love that man and you don't love yourself? How can you love that baby and you don't love yourself? Well, that's true. That's true, because one thing I realized is getting deeper in loving myself showed me what compassion was. compassion is, with what seeing the good in people or things or situations and things like that, because you really do understand that everyone and everything has gone through its own cycle of what seems to be what some we call negative or bad, or whatever. And I don't think you get to see that side of it until you have compassion or love for yourself, and then you kind of want to give that to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to give it to everybody else, but not on some, people can take advantage of you type situation, but you all of a sudden can clearly see what someone's situation might have created the experience that you may be having with them, or it, or there, or whatever. You know what I mean? So anyway, so here we are. Blend, and there you have it. Now, I like to talk a little bit before I meditate. Sometimes I have some like tea that I started drinking like in the morning. Sometimes because this is, that's another thing. This actually used for anything. Like, it can be used for anything. You can use it to smoke. You can add your cannabis to it, your weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can add that to it, but you can also make a tea bag. You can have tea with it. You can put it in a bath and make a tea bath. You can, put it in some oil, infuse it, and turn it into a balm. You can, and this is what I'm going to minute. Let me just sit this. Here. Now, all of the ingredients that I have here, I actually have them all in tincture form. Okay, so you can actually, let's just move these here for a second, make yourself a tincture. Okay, so this is rose gold elixir, which is actually something I make and I actually sell. This one is gold nanoparticles and rose tincture mixed together. This is Gatu Cola. This is actually just a single. All of these are singles. I think this is passion flower. This is lemongrass, and this is lemon balm. It's one that I don't. Oh, I didn't have a holy basil in I don't have an extraction for holy basil, which brings me to I need to do that. Anyway, you can take this in any form. It can be any way you want. Use your imagination. Use your intention. Make it yours. Like, literally, make it yours. We a lot of people smoke cigarettes. We smoke weed. We do whatever. But there's ways to do things that actually serve you, that actually are for you. And I'm finding that that's what I do. I'm transforming, and I'm going through a make everything intentional. Make everything intentional. Don't go like Dreamwise say, don't fall asleep. Like, put yourself to sleep. Imagine what you want your life to be. I wanted to film videos. I love like the whole setting up. I like the set. I like the aesthetic. I like all of that kind of stuff like that. But I didn't want to just continue to keep dreaming about it, watching other people's content, when I know that I have the ability to do the same. And I've gained so much knowledge, wisdom, understanding for these things and the things that I do, that it's time for me to pass it on. It's time for me to share what I know, and to let folks know, like, we can do something about the way we feel on our own. You know what I mean? You don't always have to run to a doctor. Figure yourself out. Figure yourself out. And it's not just about what makes you tick, but for real, what makes you tick. Um, this is about asking more questions, more questions, more questions, more questions, more questions, and that's to yourself. That is to yourself. One thing I know for sure is when you ask yourself a question, it will show up with an answer. Sometime immediately, you feel something, you hear something, you experience something. Um, your outside world, something may show up, but you will get an answer. And this has been a part of my answer. Um, Nature is here. Nature is, a part of us. We are it. It is I, as above, so below. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nature is a manifestation of wherever we came from. So anyway, I'm not gonna keep no one any longer, but oh, I am gonna try some. Hold please. All right, so I'm back. Now when I make my little smoke blends, I like to put them in cute little, like little containers and things like that. Because I'm a dainty smoker. You understand what I'm saying? Like I like cute things. I like containers. I like cool glasses. Mind you, I found this at an antique shop. And I don't know if you can see, in the inside it has, I think you can see a pointed quartz crystal. Like I said, mindful, intentional, conscious behavior. That's what it is. The same way that so much of the outside world can get you from all different angles or affect you from all different angles, that means that when you put things in place to keep yourself together, you do it from different angles. You know what I'm saying? It's a holistic view here. You know what I'm saying? It's a holistic view here. Don't only just hit them with the smoke blend. Don't only hit them with the incense. Don't only hit them with the tea. Don't only hit them with the tincture. Hit them with everything. And as in, use your power. Stand in your power. Do what you can do for yourself. So, yeah, so we're going to take a little thing out of my little pipe. Now, see, I smoke out of a pipe. I design my own little pipes and everything. I write little stuff on them. Once again, we bilingual, we holistic, we worldly. You know what I'm saying? We doing everything. We doing everything. So, yeah, I just take a little bit. A little bit, and I feel like it's a good thing to go ahead and do this on camera so y'all can understand what it's hitting for. Once again, cute lighters, yummy yum skins. Let me tell you, that lemon balm. Now, I'm always coming up with new smoke blends because I don't stay on a blend for too long. Because with all things in moderation, you don't want to get what, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to overdo it or whatever. So yeah, this is smooth. No cough, no nothing. You can mix it. Whatever you want, your choice. Add a little something else, but yes, all of these herbs: holy basil, tulsi, which is also called tulsi, lemon balm, lemongrass, passion flower, gatu cola, and a little bit of rose. All of these are for your well-being. Okay, so till next time, and everything. Thanks for watching Mindful Mode TV. I think it's going to be TV. I'm not absolutely sure. But this was so fun. So fun. All right. Later.